Can you draw up a better start for this offense? Coming out the gate explosive to start the season, get a touchdown on the board right away, create a lot of momentum for this football season.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. At the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Wants to throw. It's Manning. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. All right, guys, let's talk Iowa. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Back to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Fires to the middle. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's over. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But
breaks into the open. No tag. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, no.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, showing some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Pressure coming. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Picked up a few extra Here's to the big fella. Fields got enough space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders.
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Our coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback on the keeper. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Unloads quickly. Runs through the tackle. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And sometimes these games can snowball. You get down 21, next thing you know, you look up, it might be 35. Nice answer, put a drive together. Now the defense has got to get you a stop. Then you try to put another drive together. One possession at a time, try to climb back in this football.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Quickly out to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking for room. It's Acha. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Acha. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
And his throw is incomplete. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Turner. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
Gets rid of it. Finds the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, the running back has it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Turner. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Buys a little extra time. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency, because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left, wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Got it in the middle. It's Raymond. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Looking to throw, it's Turner. Fires to the tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
He's now up to 52 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over BYU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Pulls it in. It's Odom. Sips one guy, and now he's loose. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line. Back to throw. It's Manning. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
You know, I defensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Here comes the heat. Pulls it in down the sideline. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Schools. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Got the quick completion. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
He's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. All right, guys, let's talk Iowa. They had a fantastic offseason, #1 recruiting class in the country, but with that comes a little pressure. So how much pressure is on this class?
Lots of pressure, no question about it, but I think we're in an era of college football where you're seeing more and more true freshmen see the field early and have impacts early and make plays. Think about Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State during their national...
Touchdown, Iowa! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Going to the running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Turner. Rush is on him. He'll pull it down. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
You want to honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking for room. It's Archer. Gets away from one, finds room. He's now up to 64 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
How oftentimes can you say that there's a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back. And boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Manning. Grabbed over the middle, it's Raymond. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds his tight end. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Bully ball on third and short. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught near the sticks. It's Raymond. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. To the air on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Iowa!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go into halftime, regroup, come out in the second half now, trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Direct snap, it's Singleton. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Knowles will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. That passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Fires to the right. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Takes it the other way.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. They've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands. And you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Back swinging for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost have the touchdown pass on that one. On the ground. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ole Miss showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Pocket breaking down. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Raymond. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the...
It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Hawkeye. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Turner. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense snapping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play. Now setting up 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
And he is just engulfed in the line by this giant defensive tackle. And the Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top. Dances away to buy time. Fires on the move. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? Back to throw, it's Manning. They will score! Touchdown, Iowa!
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
To the air on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. At the 45 on his way. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. It's Turner. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, no! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Corner's going to give them room. Gives it on the option. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Back to pass. It's Manning. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. It's Odom. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Hawkeyes want to move quickly.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Going for the big play. He's got it at the 15. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot.
Touchdown, Hawkeye! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch on the left. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. That last completion sets him up on second down. Looking to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Messer. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I tell you what, these big-bodied tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard, you got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
And this one's not working, he'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Throws and fired complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UTSA looked less like a pack of road runners and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in San Antonio, and today they found a way outside of the Alamo Dome. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's got it. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
Want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Offense gets set for second down. Quickly to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Knowles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Touch pass on the run. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Florida State. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Manning. He's moving out of the pocket. Here's a throw downfield late. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Finds a man in the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Steps away to find some room. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The RPO, it's complete. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
To the air, it's Manning. Big guy smells it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do, just like practice.
They fake it. The kicker's looking to pass. And the defense drags him down. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. this drive comes from their own 41. He'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Scanning the field, it's Manning. He's taking a deep shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Splits the uprights. Good. And there's a lot of celebrating going on over there, but there is still time left on the clock.
Big-time moment. This place going bananas, cheering for their squad, cheering for this guy to miss the kick so he can't take the lead, but he delivers in the clutch, and this place just got really quiet.
They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. First play of the drive comes from the 38. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. To the air, it's Manning. Might be looking to run. He wants a big play here late. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it.